Tonight we're here in Bible study. Here it goes. And we're excited to be here as we get ready for everybody to chime in. We're starting to thank God. Look who's our first. Oh, Sister Sherry. Oh, you beat him in. You the first here tonight. Are you back? She was on a trip seeing her family. Are you back home to me? You done made it back home to me and the church family? Yes, as they coming in. We thank you guys so much for being supportive of our Bible studies. Yes, as they come in. We are in for a treat tonight. We're going to talk about something. We talked about manifesting blockbuster last night. Hello, thank you for joining us. Guys, remember, you have to be 18 years or older to be in my lives. You have to be 18 years or older to be in my lives. New here, thank you for joining us. My name is Apostle Ely. I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ to all my new followers and those that are being here for the first time. Yes, and I'm here to shed some light on some information. My belief system is deeply rooted in African traditions. Those that have not been in my lives, I share a lot of information trying to teach those that, especially this is why I tell you to post your zodiac sign. I try to teach people how to use their personal energy in order to manifest things that they want in their life. You must be 18 years older to be in my lives. And that's what we're here to do. As my moderators get in and get ready to deal with those, if you don't want to be muted, you don't want to be blocked, if there's something that's going on in our life that you do personally don't agree with, you're more than happy, sir. You're more than happy, ma'am, to leave. But there are people that come in here because they actually get a lot out of the lives and they get a lot of information. Capricorn, thank you so much. Those that are in here, please. All right, my Cancer and my Gemini is here. As you come in, we want to talk about something. As if you've seen the title, it is Stop Glamorizing Poverty. Aries is in the house. Scorpio, thank you for joining us. Libra, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Pisces, thank you. Cancer, all right, that's what I'm talking about. We thank you guys so much. Now, what I do in my Bible studies, I give you a theme, I'll give you some knowledge about how to particularly utilize my products. Those that do not know that I have a website that you can find in my bio. And we also have, what is that? Patreon, yeah, your Patreon. I have a Patreon that you guys can be a part of. It's only $5 a month if you would like to join it, because I go and I deal especially with certain people, and so that's another area. Taurus in the house. All right, that's what I'm talking about. My fire sign. Any other fire signs? We got some earth signs. All right, Aquarius. All right, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. All right, that's what I'm a Sag myself. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries. And last night we were talking about manifesting and the blockbuster work. Tonight we're going to talk about, because we are, this is Wednesday, which is Mercury rules. So we are going to be talking about a road opening work. And I wanted to share some knowledge with you guys from the Word of God. And the reason why we were speaking concerning this is because you cannot get any help. December 9th. Yes, I'm December 15th. I love celebrating. I'm a true Sag. One of the things I want to talk about tonight is we have to stop glamorizing poverty. And the reason why I want to talk about that tonight, guys, is you can't get help if you don't realize that you're in a poverty or impoverished state. A lot of times when I'm talking about certain things, people believe they're not where they really are because they have glamorized their condition and they have made their condition okay. So therefore, when truth or knowledge or understanding comes, they hear it, but they don't receive it for themselves. So, yeah, the bluntness. And also, before we continue on, I want to thank you guys. Last night, those that are new, thank you so much for cash apping and contributing to my ministry. I appreciate that. So I want you to acknowledge that. But Harriet Tubman had a saying that she could have freed more slaves if people knew they were slaves. Your present state of mind can keep you from actually receiving the help you should be getting, or getting the tools you should be receiving, if you had acknowledged your state. It doesn't mean that God cannot, thank you so much for the gift. It doesn't mean that God cannot make a way for you, but if you don't believe that you're in poverty, then I can't help you tonight. If you don't believe that you're in deficiency, I can't help you tonight. If you don't believe that you don't have all that you need, then I can't really help you tonight. Because only people that recognize that they need to do better is going to open up their mind and their hearts to receive what I'm going to talk about tonight. And one of the things we're going to go from Proverbs 24 and 33 through 34. It says this: yet a little sleep, a little slumber, and a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and want as an armed man. Now we all know, we done heard this saying, you snooze, you lose. A lot of times people are sleeping on their ideas. They're sleeping on their opportunities. They're sleeping on, like some people really believe for whatever reason that opportunity is going to come back again. A lot of times we do not maximize our opportunities or certain types of relationships because somewhere in us we believe that we will see this opportunity again. Thank you so much for the confetti, Sister Tree. I'm really speaking to people that are understanding that if you're glamorizing your poverty, you will never see a need to pick up certain tools or certain information or break certain connections with people, because you believe as an individual that you're okay, because you have made being poor okay. You have made being in lack okay. You have people say, oh, 50-50. Well, 50-50 is still failing, because if you bring 50 and they bring 50, that means y'all don't have no space for any trouble to come. So what if there is a miscellaneous situation comes up that you're already at the disadvantage? In order to open your mind and open your heart to what God has to offer, you have to first acknowledge that you are sleeping on your opportunities. Some of you all really believe that you can afford to pass by certain people. I've seen people say, she ain't the only one. I've seen people say, he ain't the only one. Those people are glamorizing their poverty. You believe that this type of person that I am is easy to come by. A lot of times we think that we can afford to lose certain people out of our lives. That's why we feel we can ignore what is being said. We all done had that big mama experience, that we didn't think what was going on was important until they were gone. This is when the old people used to say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. Some people will drown in the water before they receive what they need, because they believe that they're okay. Do you understand what I'm saying tonight? If you believe that going from one paycheck to the next paycheck is blessedness, then I can't help you. If you believe that if you're making $10, $11, $12 an hour, even up under $15 an hour, it's blessedness, I can't help you. The only way that I came out of my dilemma is realizing what it took for me to live the life I truly want to live. That means that I couldn't afford to turn a deaf ear to certain people that were trying to teach me something. Thank you so much. All right, Sister Tree, showing out. So what I'm saying to you, sir, and I'm saying to you, ma'am, if you understand what I'm trying to teach you and share with you, Hey, my Sagittarius, thank you so much. What is going on in a lot of people's lives? All right, the necklace is they're not acknowledging their state. And so therefore, they feel that they can pass certain trains by. They can let certain buses pass by. They feel like they can allow certain people to go out. I'm asking my moderators to get up on these people. Okay, I appreciate you. The reason why you do not feel that you need a road open because you feel like where you are in your life is okay. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that are looking at their life, understanding that just having a couple dollars in their purse ain't enough. Just having a couple dollars in their savings account ain't enough. Having a couple stocks and bonds. I'm talking about being in a particular place in your life that you are going to be all right. Your children are going to be all right. Your husband, your wife is going to be all right. This is what keeps us in poverty because we have glamorized this position. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. When I talk to people, Taurus in the house, when I come on these lives and I'm talking to people and I'm giving them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, there are some people that are on the outside looking in and they're not looking at themselves. They say they are poor. This one needs to hear that. And so therefore they will not acknowledge what is being said, even though they hear it, because in their minds, they're not in poverty. Because you got a place to stay don't mean you ain't in poverty. Because you got transportation don't mean you're in poverty. Just because you got a place or something to eat don't mean you're not in poverty. Just because you got a friend or two. All right now, look at the shoes. All right now, somebody throwed out some shoes. They trying to bling, bling, bling and a blah, blah, blah. I didn't even know they had. Thank you so much for sharing my lives. Spiritual work will never be necessity for certain people because they do not understand they are in poverty. But since you don't think you're in poverty, I'm going to give you some knowledge. By definition, poverty is the state of being inferior in quality and insufficient in the amount. If you don't have enough to not only to live, but to take care of your wants as well as your needs, because a lot of times we say, oh, I'm blessed if I got life, health, and strength. I can't help you. Because in your mind, you still think that just being able to wake up in the morning is a place where you don't need to do some road opening. That you don't need some burn some financial prosperity incense. You don't think you need a breakthrough because you're glad where you are. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to people that have come to a realization in their life that they're tired of lack. They're tired of being in want. They're tired of having just enough money to get to Wednesday. And then they got to figure out what they got to do to get to Friday. I'm talking to people that are tired of just having enough because they only got a check that they get once a month. I'm talking to people that understand that you cannot afford to turn a deaf ear on knowledge. Thank you so much for your gifting. I am talking to people that realize I can't afford not to give. I cannot afford not to give into good ground, shaking together and run it up. I can't afford to turn a deaf ear to this man of God or this woman of God because what I'm living is poverty. And I know that I got a God that is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all I can ask or think. All right now with the hearts around me. I appreciate that. Love yourself enough to understand the mere definition that insufficient funds in emotion, insufficient fund in intellect, insufficient fund in your ability to associate with people that are in higher places than you. Let me say this. What is glamorize? What is the definition of glamorize? It is to make something seem glamorous or desirable. They make you think that your present condition is okay. And as long as you can breathe in and breathe out, you should not push past where you are. I'm here to tell you tonight that if you fall up in the definition of poverty, then you can no longer afford to turn the deaf ear. You can no longer afford to let the next train pass. You can no longer afford to miss that bus stop and that appointment. There's something going on that certain people really believe They're living off the system. They're living in restriction. They're not living in abundance. And they're allowing themselves to continuously allow. Let me tell y'all something. I have some people that got Apple phones. Y'all hear me real good? And I'm using this as an example. Somebody told me about my phone. And I have people in my church that got a better phone than me, and I make way more money than they make. What we done did is we done allowed people to believe that if I can go and get something that say Tommy Hilfiger, or if I can get something that say Nautica, if I can go and buy something, if I go to a place and I can pick up something that represents that I may have something, then that justifies my condition. See, me having a Samsung don't mean that I don't have what I got. Because I know some people got $1,000 phone and don't make $1,000 a week. Mentality is also a problem because we're able to deceive people. We're able to make people to think that we got more than what we got. And so therefore we design our lives to make people, and then when people get with us, they find out we don't even eat food every day. We ain't even got no lights in our house. We're burning candles, not for spirituality, we're burning candles because we need to be able to see. Proverbs 22. Through 23, it says this: rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the soul that spoil them. Good evening. Hey, how you doing? Curtis, thank you for joining us tonight. There are people that know that people are on fixed incomes. There are people that know that people are in poverty and they will yet rob them. There are people that will call it a blessing to steal your house or your property for taxes and then turn around and offer you to stay there and pay them rent. Are y'all hearing me real good? There are people that call being blessed by robbing the poor and blessing the rich. Now I'm going to say something. I made a choice. The Lord anointed me, gifted me. He told me that I was going to be a repairer of the breach, which means I would be dealing with poor people. Some of you do not understand. There are people like me that are talented, that are gifted, that are powerful spiritual workers, but they only go for the highest bidder. Some of you are in poverty, and people like me normally do not mess with people that are operating in poverty. They go after the big bucks. But I can't help some of you because you don't realize that you're poor. I can't get some of you to listen to the knowledge and the wisdom, the understanding that's being said to you because you have glamorized your poverty. You got more time to hate on somebody than you to take that same energy and get your mind right and align yourself with people that are in a life that you want to live, and align yourself and take the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, and apply it to your personal life. Let me explain something to you. If you don't know you poor, I can tell you who know you poor. The tax people know you poor. The Republicans know you poor. Some of the Democrats know you poor. And when you have poverty mentality, that means you got time to try to take down another poor person. You'll take out your time to talk about somebody that's making $12 an hour because you're making $9. The $12 hour got time to talk about the one that's making $15. And y'all all in the same bracket. Y'all all in the same bracket. If you're making $20 an hour, you still in the same bracket. I don't understand how you don't know that you're not in a position to be talking about nobody because you're not making enough income. You're not bringing enough income to just take care of you, no less than the wife or the husband, or if you got a child. If you're living off the system, you are poor. You bragging about you getting a check or you getting food stamps, or you getting welfare, you're in poverty. Your abilities are restricted. The abundance of God's blessing cannot come into your life because your mentality is to hold on to that little rather than go out there and create a wealth for yourself. Because you're too lazy to believe in your own ideas. You're too lazy to believe in your own dreams. That's poverty mentality. What else it says? All right. We got one more, and then we're going to get into something else. This ain't nothing against nobody, y'all. What I'm saying is that if you are in poverty, you have a different set of struggles. And there's a certain mentality, because let me tell you all something. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. It has a frequency and a vibration. And if it's the same amount of energy it takes for you to stay in poverty, it's the same amount of energy it will take for you to get out of poverty. But you have glamorized it. You have made it okay. And so you work every day. You get up every morning to stay into that vibration. You won't ever get out the neighborhood because you don't see nothing wrong with, as long as you got a roof over your head. There's a certain type of frequency, energy that operates in a certain vibration. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And when I tell you to do cleansing work, when I tell you to do certain work, you feel like I ain't talking to you. Because you can breathe in, you can breathe out. You got a car, you can get back and forth, but baby, you are restricted, you're in poverty. Acts. Do you got a friend right now that you can go and get $500 from? I do. I got a couple. I can get more than that. Y'all hearing me? A mentality. Acts, the book of Acts, the 3rd chapter. Oh, I'm all right. God bless me. But then when you go to the doctor, you believe God's a healer, but when you go to the doctor, you can't pay the doctor bill. But you're all right. If I get behind in my car payment right now, I can still come up within 1 week. If I get behind 2 months in my car, I can pay my car note out of 1 week of my income. That don't make me rich. That make me above the poverty line. If you cannot talk in a certain type of way, if I get behind on my house note, I can catch it up within 2 weeks. I'm trying to talk to you. If you don't understand what poverty is, that's why you can afford to ignore what I'm saying, and you can afford to be talking about people you can't even afford to be talking about. It's mentality, y'all. And let me tell you something. Poor people bring on their own cynicism. Because they always got so much pride. They're going to stay out my business. You ain't even got no business. You can't even afford the business you got. You need somebody to get in your business so you can get out of that foolishness. You won't have time hating on nobody. Acts, the 3rd chapter, verse 2. And a certain man lame from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to acts of alms of them that enter into the temple, who seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, asked alms. Verse 4 says, and Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, looked upon us. Verse 5 says, and he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive of them. Then Peter said, silver and gold I have none, but such I have I give unto thee. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk. And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up, and immediately his feet and his ankle bones received strength. And he, leaping up, stood and walked and entered into the temple, walking and leaping, praising God. Y'all hear me right now? Now we're finna get into some real business. I wrote down on here to make sure we understand. Everybody that's listening, I want you to hear me real good. Some of you cannot get healed because you're yet begging for alms. You will reject your healing to keep receiving help, a handout. You will reject deliverance. It's not that God ain't sending help. You don't want help because you want to receive alms. Are you hearing me? I'm not talking about a dividend check from the stocks that you got. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about people that are at the temple that you would rather see. There's benefits in poverty. It's called sympathy. There's people that live by sympathy. There's benefits called pity. You rather people pity you and give you something. I know people close to me and far from me that join churches every time around Christmas just to get their kids toys. They ain't trying to serve God. They want people to look at their children, and it's Christmas time, and they want them to pity them so they can receive, and then they go around brag about how much toys their children got. And they say that's a blessing. I am talking about people have glamorized poverty because they know that there's a certain amount of funds and finances that come along with being in poverty. You can get free meals instead of going out there to create a wealth and be able to feed somebody. I'm not talking about somebody down on their luck. I'm not talking about somebody in bad. I'm talking about out of all that, once this man received his healing, once he began to leap up and rejoice that God had healed him. I had a lady, I was in Jacksonville, and we prayed for her. Her son, she had a child, and the child had a hole in the heart. And she came in. She came in, and she asked for prayer. We're on the radio. And we prayed for her over the radio. I was with my former pastor. And she called back the next day because we were going on the radio almost daily. Came back on the radio and she had a praise report that God had healed her child and closed the heart after they had the examination. And the woman was rejoicing. And the next day the woman called. We thought she was calling back for another praise report. You know what the woman called back and asked? She said, could you pray that God will open that hole back in my child's heart because they're going to cut off my check. I hung the phone up on that hole. You want God to undo his word so you can get a check. And let me tell y'all something. Don't look at, because some of y'all just like that. You don't want God to restore. You don't want God to heal. You don't want God to set free. You rather act like you don't, this stuff don't work. No, you don't want to work. You don't want to work. You don't want to work your vision. You don't want to work your idea. You don't want to work your legs. You don't want to work your mouth. Some of y'all got the gift of gab. You get off your ass and get up and go out there and sell some books. Sell your knowledge. Sell your wisdom. There are people that I have prayed for and God have healed, set free, and delivered and got mad because their check was going to get cut off. They left my church because they felt that I was talking about them. You don't want to be delivered. You don't want to be set free. You don't want your child to go to college because you feel like if your child go to college and make something of themselves, then that makes you that child gonna realize that they were in poverty and that you weren't doing the best that you could. You were doing just enough so you can keep your check, to keep what you had coming in. And always I'm like, oh, if I could, I would. No, you don't. I despise people when they say they did the best they can. So if you did the best you can and you did all you can do, that means that God created junk. He said, I created you in my image and after my likeness. I'm only talking to the people that realize that they're in poverty and they're no longer interested in manifesting poverty. They want to come out of poverty. They understand that if I'm made in God's image and like God gave, he don't make junk. So if I'm an air sign, I have an idea. If I'm a water sign, I have vibration and I have creativity. If I am a fire sign, I have passion. And if I have a passion, I have ambition. And if I'm an earth sign, I have a talent and I can put stuff together. So there is no reason that God cannot bless the works of my hand. And I might need your help today. But by tomorrow, with another couple 24 hours a day, my life is going to change. See, people like that cannot afford to ignore what I'm saying. People that have come to the conclusion, I am no longer want to live in poverty. That's why some of you all will still give sparingly, because you ain't trying to come out. Because you already know that if you give sparingly, you're going to reap sparingly. So you're not trying to do the best. You're not trying to do what you can. Some of you need to get on my Patreon and get some real knowledge. But only if you got the mindset that you want to renew your mind. That means you're not going to bring that poverty-stricken energy. Because when I rebuke that energy, when I transform or use alchemy to transmute that negative energy of poverty, and then the spirit of abundance start coming in, you know what you say? Oh, this is too much work. How you going to be jealous of somebody when you lazy? Some of y'all done lost y'all husband. Some of y'all done lost y'all man. Some of y'all done lost a job just behind laziness. Some of y'all done lost opportunities. Not because you didn't have the talent, not because you did not have the idea, you just was not going to put the work for it. You weren't going to do it. You would spend more time, you would spend more energy trying to get out of the work than to actually get up and do what is in your power and your ability. Some of you will sit in a condition knowing somebody saying stuff you do not like, but you will play on sympathy. You want everybody else to be upset with them for talking to you that way, but you won't get off your ass and get up and make sure they can't. Because guess what? If you're going to cuss me out, you're going to cuss me out on the other side of the door. Some of you don't like your job, but you ain't got enough vision to create a job for yourself. I think that's retarded. How you going to have a problem with where you work at and you ain't got a vision and you ain't putting enough work in for you to be able to create an income for yourself? Huh? She won't let me be the man of the house. It ain't your house. You want to be the man of your house? Get you a house. Right now, you the man of the apartment or the garage or the car. Y'all hear me? Where are my Sagittarius? Where are my this ain't but 100. See, y'all think spirituality is that God's supposed to, because you in a need or you in a situation, that God gonna just change his laws. No, he don't change them from nobody. He do not change his laws for nobody. He reign on the just as well as the unjust. Do you hear me? I don't care what your spiritual tradition is. This apply. If you want to go and say, you know what, I don't want to own nothing. Everybody talking about the nuns vowing poverty, but they living wealthy through the Catholic Church. But I ain't here to talk about the Catholic Church. Some of y'all just need to have some basic common sense and just understand that you allow people to lead you into poverty to keep from thinking for yourself. Anything that I'm saying right now, if it makes sense, that means you have your own mind. You're able to process knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and understand. If I want to have some, if I want a harvest, that means I got to sow seeds. That should make sense to you. If you want support, you got to reciprocate that with support. A lot of you saying that people walking off of you because you always want somebody to sympathize with you because you don't have. But you got more time than everybody else. How do you got time to talk about people when you could be on somebody's job? How you got time to talk about somebody, or you could be running your own business? How do you got time to talk about people when you could be on somebody's job? How you got time to talk about somebody, or you could be running your own business? You want to spend all that energy that you utilize because you're going to use it one way or the other. I remember my mom telling me, she told me to clean up my room. I want to go outside and play. My mom's a Virgo. She told me, she said, all that energy you using not to do it, you still going to get it done. She said, you could have took some of that energy and been cleaned up, got it done, and you could have been on outside. But no, because you don't want to do it, now you want to drag around. But you ain't going nowhere till you get it done. You're not coming out of poverty, sir. You're not coming out of poverty, man, not because somebody holding you down. You don't want to do the necessary work. Let me give you an example. I'm going to give you a better example. You say somebody trying to keep you, even if somebody working against you. Just say everything you say is true. Think about if somebody was trying to keep you from breathing and you want to live. How hard would you fight to breathe? Sir, how hard would you fight? What would you do to be able to breathe in again and breathe out? Ma'am, how hard would you fight? So when you really want something, you will do what it takes. You will make the necessary sacrifices. And you will stop going around and asking for a reading when you know you're not going to get up and do the work. I'm not just any kind of spiritualist. When I tell you what's going on in your life, it's for you to do something about it. Obedience, if you don't do something about it, the situation is going to get worse. I'm not the type of person you want to read for you if you're not willing to put your hands to the plow. It doesn't matter if you're in Christianity. It doesn't matter if you're in Ifa. It doesn't matter if you're in African tradition. It doesn't matter if you're an atheist. Everybody up under the same laws. If you're not willing to do the work, and then when knowledge comes, take that knowledge on, whether it's new to your ears or not, and you're not willing to apply that knowledge, then why complain about the state that you live in? Let that woman keep on talking to you like a dog because she's paying the cost to be the boss. Let that man keep on treating you like he treating you because he's paying the cost to be the boss. You're not willing to trust in the God that's in you to create the wealth you need. And right now, I got stuff on my website that I've been telling y'all for a couple weeks now. And I ain't seen none of you all. And I know some of y'all asses in poverty. I know you ain't got enough gas money to last for 2 weeks. These straight facts. How can you be in poverty? You got health issues. How can you afford not to invest in yourself? I don't understand where it's a poverty. I wrote it right down here. Poverty stricken is a spell that has to be broken. Because something got your mind blocked. To you feel like God got you until you need a doctor. God got you until you need a ride to work. God got you until you need your lights paid. God got you until you need a place to stay. What's up with all the big talking then? Why you always need something if God got your ass? God got a cattle on 1,000 hills. That's what God got. God got silver and gold. He's sitting on a gold throne. He got sapphires, gold, onyx, all this stuff, sapphires. That's what God got. But apparently, you act like you can afford to miss out on your daily bread. That's the spell that is on. That's the vibration. That's the frequency that people that are in poverty live in. And that's why a lot of people stay in poverty. Not because God has forsaken them. They have forsaken themselves. They're constantly looking for somebody to rescue them. And when somebody come and give you a helping hand, you think they're supposed to take over your responsibility. And then some of you people extend their hand to help you. You try to pull them in the ditch with you. You nasty bastard. Some of you do not even realize you cannot even afford to miss out on certain opportunities, but you do it. You do it. Know why you do it? Because there's a spell on you. There is an incantation. There's a vibration. There's a frequency. And that's why it takes the anointing to destroy the yoke. You can't just come out of poverty just with mere willpower. You cannot come out of poverty just mere affirmation and thinking. There's a force that you have to break through to come, because that is a spirit. That is an energy. That is an ashe. And when you hang around more poverty-stricken people, that's why it gets even harder to break that work. That's why your finance, no matter what you make, there's always something coming up. Maybe I can't convince you today, sir. Maybe I can't convince you, ma'am, that you're in poverty. But somewhere, take a ride around the neighborhood and look at somebody that ain't living in poverty. And see if you're doing what they're doing. Because if you can't do what they do, because you know we like to say, especially black people, they ain't no better than me. he put on his pants just like I did. Then why you can't walk in the same stores they walk in? Why you can't live in the same neighborhoods? Why your children can't call you and get $3,000? Why if you in the, God bless you, and everybody equal, because y'all love to say everybody the same. So I don't understand why at this point you ain't cash apping. I don't understand at this point that you ain't on my website. I don't understand. Yes, I do, sir. Yes, I do, ma'am. Because you have drinking the Kool-Aid of delusion. That yes, I don't have what I need, but I'm not in poverty. Yes, I can't do the things I want to do for my family, but I'm not in poverty. Yes, ma'am. Yes, my kids want to go on a field trip, but I can't afford to send them, but I'm blessed. But you can afford to ignore certain truth. And let me tell you something else. Let me look around because I'm in my church. You know what you can afford to? You so blessed that you can afford not to go to a financial meeting. You have had your mama, your grandma, and your daddy got bad credit. But you can afford to ignore somebody that teach you about finances. You so blessed that you can afford somebody that is giving out free. I have people have given out free seminars, and you got the nerve not to show up. Of all people, poor people have the nerve, the brotherly, the audacity, the kahunas to ignore when you are the one that's in a situation. My God. Yeah, that's my website. Thank you so much, Brother Mario. Let me tell you something. When you ain't got 2 good wigs, you in poverty. When you don't even have 2 good pair of shoes, you're in poverty. You don't even have a backup car. If you're in certain states, and it's okay, this is not shining on, but how can you get help when you're ignoring the reality of what you're living in? And if you're living in that reality, how can you afford, sir? How can you afford, ma'am, to ignore people that are giving you free insight? But they're not there to do your work. That is not my job. That's not any spiritualist job. Please, sir. Please, ma'am. If you don't believe me, get a dictionary. And I guarantee you'll see your face right beside poverty. You're not living in the reality. You're living in a delusion. And you have glamorized your state. And therefore, anytime God sends somebody, because y'all praying, somebody you send, oh Lord, do this, and he sends somebody into your life, and you will ignore what is being said because you think God talking about somebody else. Let me tell you something, baby. Having an Apple phone don't make you rich. Having a Michael Kors purse and Dollar General pants don't make you rich. I don't know what y'all call rich. I don't know what y'all call blessed. But we're living by two or three different definitions. I can't get no help. Thank you so much. I can't get no help if I'm lying about where I am in my life. Let me tell you something my mother told me when I was going to school. Because y'all worried about who racist. You worry about all this stuff. No, my mama told me. She said, unless that teacher is not teaching you, I don't want to hear about who she is. She got hers. You're there to get yours. Some of y'all so poor, but you got enough time to worry about who you don't like. How can you afford to worry about who you don't like and who don't like you? You should be too poor to be worried about that. You should be trying to figure out how you gonna make $1 out of 15 cents. But you in your mind, baby, if you were rich in love, the frequency of love is 859, I think. You know what type of manifestation you can 859, I think. You know what type of manifestation you can do if you are vibrating at the frequency of love? Even the oil, even this rose, even rose only vibrates at 352 megahertz. To walk in true divine love and the compassion of God, which is operating in Pisces, the heart is in Leo. Really? You know what you can manifest if you're walking in divine love? You know what kind of peace you could bring to those that are around you? Frequency. The high vibrations. We with all this mouth, it is about manifestation. Because if this man was sitting there before the temple, because guess what? If so much God was in our life, that these people would not be sick. Because he said, if you lay hands on the sick, they shall recover. We would be able to rebuke the enemy. It's everywhere you go, everybody binding up the devil. I ain't gonna get into it. Those that want me to drop these cards, giving excuses is what poverty does. It makes it, you justify the vibration and make it okay. This ain't about being rich. This is about your God supplying all your needs according to his riches and glory. It's about you being able to be a blessing not only to yourself, but to us. He said, Abraham, you shall be a father of many nations, and through you, many nations can be blessed. You can't even bless the two neighbors, a neighbor over here or a neighbor there. You can't even afford to hold down your own house. You can't even afford to give away a toilet paper. How can we really walk into this divinity if we still gonna say things to ourselves that it's okay to be where we are? Ma'am, sir, I wouldn't strive to do better if I thought where I was good enough. I wouldn't study to show myself approved, sir, and ma'am, if I thought where I was living at was good enough. I got 3 kids. I'm trying to make sure they got places to stay. Come on here, somebody. Ma'am and sir, like I said, we are all grown. Every race, every creed, every color. You have the right to live however you want to live. I ain't here to convince nobody of nothing. What I am saying is the absolute truth. If you're going to manifest, and if you want deliverance, then you got to come out of that vibration. You get in citrine and you're not operating with a different mentality, when abundance comes, you're going to reject it. Those are facts. Because everybody got free will. It don't matter what your vibration of your crystal is. You have free will. Those that want me to read their cards, post. Brother Mario gonna get ready. And we're going to 10 o'clock, y'all. I'm not going beyond 10 o'clock. If you want to know once again what cards I use, for all you super saved people, probably broke as hell, I'm using the 72 names of God to throw my cards. I got better. Oh, that's what I intended to show y'all. Brother, start posting your zodiac sign, Cash App, or gift, and he gonna pick you up. This is what I want to show y'all. I had to bring my whole bucket. I've been making my road opener. I want to show y'all this. Road opener. It's orange. You see that? It deals with your sacral chakra. Open up road. Let me tell y'all what road opener does. Road opener removes negative outlooks on life, naysayers, sabotagers, financial stagnation, emotional blockages, conflict with other people, lack of opportunities, bad weather, unemployment, legal problems, confusion, and an inability to think clearly, writer's block, the evil eye, illness, and disease. So if that's going on and you're not utilizing my tools, don't say ain't nothing wrong with my tools, because ain't nothing wrong with my tools. They work. As Brother Mario pick them up, we're going to start. We're going to start with Leo. If you're not, those that are not subscribed to my Patreon, I don't know what's the problem. $5 ain't a lot of money. For somebody to say they want a change in their life. All right. I'm using the road open over my cards. All right. Thank you guys for being with us and supporting us. We really appreciate you guys. Those that have not subscribed to my YouTube account, please do so. Thank you so much. All right. Is that a CI or is that a CL? CL. Okay. We finna read for CLVR 357 Leo. Here we go. Eternal Father, I thank you right now. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. What is it that CLR 357 Leo needs to know? What is in the dark? Bring it to the light of my eyes. Show me as I call to thee by thy divine strength and divine power. Reveal to me what is in the dark. Bring it to the light of my eyes. What is that this Leo needs to pay attention? I read to bring destiny. Hear ye me as I call to thee. What is it that CLVR 357 needs to know? If you cash out, Brother Mario will get you. If you gift, he will get you. Leo, here we go. Right on target. Here you go, Leo. This is your first card. Va. I find strength to restrain selfish longing. Through this name, I ask for my soul's needs, not what my ego wants. I find deep appreciation for whatever life brings me. This brings me happiness and deepness, the deepest sense. Leo, this energy is in your life right now. What it's saying is that you need to utilize your strength to refrain from selfish longings. But here we go. Let's see what the second card is, Leo. This is your second card. Yud. I am the high priest in the temple of my own being. Through the power of this name, my soul is imbued with divine energy, and evil people are banished from my presence. Leo, there's a theme of, this is what the theme is. It is saying that you have the authority and the power to walk through what you're going through. This is your third card. It's lining up. Here's your third card. Yud Lamed Hay. Through meditation upon these sequences with genuine penitence in my heart. Those that understand astrology know that Leo rules the heart. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't gonna lie on you. I can lessen and revoke judgments set forth against me. I meditate on forbearance and compassion of others. This talking to you, Leo. It's within your power, it's within your grasp to change your situation. You have the power if you walk in your authority. Your power day is on Sunday. That's rule the sun. That's when you need to meditate on what you have. The scripture says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. You need to find out what's going on in your heart and to destroy what's operating against you. Flow life for life. Taurus. All right. Hear ye these words which I speak to thee. Bring to the surface. What is it that this Taurus needs to know? All right, Taurus. Something going on. I'm struggling. What does this Taurus flow life for life needs to know? What's in the dark? You're welcome. Bring it to the light. Something going on, Taurus. What's in the dark? Is Shabata Rabashe. Bring it to the light. Show it to me. Bring it to my sight. What is it that this Taurus needs to know? Here we go, Taurus. Okay. Taurus is talking about cleansing. You're welcome, baby. Thank you so much. This is your first card. Taurus, it said, Yud Lamed. I no longer am a prisoner of my past. Boy, it's on time. This is on time. Taurus, this is you. Past regrets, earlier traumas, pain and suffering. I believe in miracles and joy-filled future. I gain courage to let go. Taurus, the energy is letting stuff go. Pettiness, let it go. Because there's joy cometh in the morning. There's a struggle going on right now. It's saying pain and suffering. There's earlier trauma. Certain things you holding on to, Taurus. I know that you're stubborn, but sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Your second card is this one. This one says, Lamed, hey. With this name, I will dream truthfully. My soul will ascend to safe and loving places during the night. I will awake each morning recharged, reinvigorated, renewed in body and spirit. They want you to pay attention to your physical well-being. Taurus, pay attention to your physical well-being. You are not paying attention. You have the ability. It also says, it just came to me. It also said they have been talking to you in dreams. Stop saying your dreams are stupid. Crazy. They're trying to warn you. You're the one crazy. You're not listening. They're sending you warning. You need to join my Patreon so you can ask me about your dreams, so I can help you with your dreams. This is your third card, Taurus. Lamed Aleph Va. The light of this name deactivates negative energy. Here you go again, Taurus. Cleaning your environment. They're saying that you need to pay attention and clean. Something is going on. There's some spiritual activity going on in your life that you really need to focus on, because it is stagnating your progression, okay? Who's next? Brother Mario? Aquarius? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Gotta move up. Right there. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius, please. Feedback. Make sure that's feedback, right? That's it, right? Okay. Here we go. Eternal Father, I thank you right now. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. What it is that this Aquarius needs to know? What does she need to focus on? Bring it to my light. Show me. Show me. You're welcome, baby. Show me what is in the dark. Bring it to the light. What does this Aquarius need to know? Show your light. Bring it to the light. Help me to see that which is in the dark. Bring it to the light. What is it that she needs to focus on? In the name of Christ Jesus. Amen. Here we go, Aquarius. Your first card, Aquarius. Somebody need to hear this. I need to be painfully honest. I acknowledge every person or group of people that stir up my feelings of anger, envy, malice, total disgust, and any combination thereof. With the light of this name, I have the power to drop the poisonous negative feelings that exist inside of me. They want you to pay attention to how you're allowing people to piss you off. You have the power to be honest. Say what you got to say to people and move along. Do not sit there and entertain the foolishness. They want you to focus on being able to tell the truth, say what you got to say, and move it along. Your second card, Aquarius. Resh Aleph Hey. This card says, with this name as my compass, the path towards my spiritual home is illuminated. I regain my bearings. With every step I take and each moment that passes, I feel comfort, confidence, and stronger sense of direction. You're on the pathway, Aquarius. If they're telling me to tell you this is what you need to do. Get over people, because your path is in front of you. This is your second card. And it says that as you move forward in the direction that you're going to gain more confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. This is your third card, Aquarius. Samek Aleph Lamed. I acknowledge that the light of the Creator is the ultimate source of all prosperity. Y'all better hear me. Earth sign. Earth sign. With this name, I summon the forces of prosperity. Didn't this card just talk about things getting better for her? I summon the forces of prosperity and substance and ask for the strength, all right, Taurus, to keep my ego in check when the others' check start rolling in. Listen, look. You better hear what it's saying to you. All right, K2U Aquarius. Thank you for the Cash App. That's how you get my attention. Y'all got you got a little over 30 minutes. You want to rock and roll. And I've been doing this since I was a child. I'm 48 years old. So please don't try to come on here trying to trick me, because you're not going to be able to trick me. I asked somebody I see very well, okay? I'm here to help. Hear ye the words which I speak as I call to thee. Show me what's in the dark. Bring it to the light. For K2U, this Aquarius. What is it that this Aquarius needs to know? What does this Aquarius need to know? What does they need to focus on their attention? What is it? Show it to me. Bring it to the light. What is it that this K2U Aquarius need to know? Here we go, Aquarius. First thing, stop whining. Tell you what it said about what you're going through. And this is why. This is your first card, Aquarius. It says, Hey Resh Yud, I have the power of clear vision and foresight in every part of my life. The blindfolds are removed. You see why you need to stop whining? I can see the full-grown tree within my newly planted seed. I can grasp the cause and effect relationship that governs all reality. My life choices and actions are motivated by ultimate results, not monetary illusions. I can now and also see more with my eyes. I can perceive more through my mind's eye, and I feel more through my intuition. It is telling you that you need to focus on your intuition. You can see clearly now that the rain is gone. You don't have to bitch and moan, because their better days are coming. That's your first card. Your second card. Say, oh, I was whining earlier. This man is spot on. Here's your second card, okay? It says, Mem Chet Yud. It says, my own being is illuminated beautifully, surfaced with the Creator's radiance. Everyone around me sees the positive and beautiful aspect of my true self, as opposed to the distorted and dark projected image of my ego. Listen, know what this card is saying? That everybody can see what you blessed with but you. It's time for you to realize what you really got going on in your life, and to see the better side of what's going on. This is what your second card. Your third card is this. Right here. It says Yud Bet Mem. When I am overcome with feelings of doubt, here you go again, Aquarius. When I'm overcome with the feelings of doubt or panic or with thoughts of doom, these letters reveal the order of the underlying chaos. I become enlightened to the Creator's master plan, and it pertains to my purpose and this world and to the problems I face. I told you this, God don't mix. Aquarius, here we go. Please, sweetheart, please stop. Please stop. Get on my website and get some of my cleanser and some of that road opener. But you got it going on, and I don't understand why it just ain't going the way you wanted to go right now, but if it'll get better, stop it. Stop it. Curtis, Gemini, thank you for the Cash App. Somebody said, how much? Don't send me $5, I can tell you that. I'm a real B. Ray Charles. I'm not. Thank you. I appreciate what you give. But Cash App. Here we go, Curtis. Thank you so much, sweet. Thank you so much. Curtis Gemini. Curtis Gemini. Hear ye me as I call to thee. Bring that which is in the dark, bring it to the light. What is it that Curtis Watson, the Gemini, needs to know? What is it that he needs to know? What's in the dark that needs to be brought to the light? One thing, Curtis, that's being said to me is that you have victory in something. We better find out what it's talking about. It says, tell him you got victory. This is your first card, Curtis. Mem Bet Hey. Just as the light of the bulb banishes darkness from a room, conflict on every scale, between people arguing about a parking space and between nations arguing about oil field, it is brought to a peaceful end through the light of this name. Darkness is being banished through whatever argument, somebody running their mouth. You got victory in this situation. There's a dispute. There's some type of conflict. Air element is saying pay attention to what people are saying because they're trifling ass. This is your second card. And listen now, I ain't making up these words, just coming to me, okay? This is his second card. Kuf He Tav. Purifying. Didn't I just say this man got victory? This is his second card. They're telling you need to focus on. You can donate through my Cash App. My Cash App is in my bio. And you can go onto my Patreon too. Join for $5. That ain't that much. Curtis, this is your second card. Purifying light banish the unseen omnipotent forces and deactivates harmful influences that may be lurking nearby, especially those that dwell inside of me. Stress dissolves, pressure is relieved, balance and positive energy permeates my being and my world. Don't know what you're going through, but whatever you're going through, you coming out. It's still saying the same thing. This is your third card. Aleph Nam Yud. This name raises my awareness to the long-term effects of all of my actions. Curtis, I gain the ability to see the spiritual challenges in every moment because they become the foundation of chaos and crisis. If you pay attention to what's going on and realize they're only challenges, but they're things that you can overcome, you're going to get the victory in that situation. The Conjure Brewer. All right, now let's rock and roll. What is in the dark? Bring it to the light for the Conjure Bruja. Virgo. Yes. Show me what's in the dark and bring it to the light. purple, and black. That's what I see so far. Come on, reveal to me what's in the dark. Bring it to the light. What does this Virgo need to pay attention to? I'm picking up low magic and high magic around you. Invocation. Mother of the earth. What's in the dark? Bring it to the light. What is it that this Virgo needs to see and know? I will tell you this right now before I turn the card. You need to get up on your protection. You need to do some protection work. Your first card. Vava Lamed. Vava Lamed. I use this name to unleash the power of mind over matter. Virgo. Soul over ego. And the spiritual over the physical. Taking authority, Virgo. Control. My goal is not to renounce the physical world, but to eliminate its control over me and to become the true captain of my own fate. Everything becomes possible. Virgo. Your second card, Virgo. They want you to know what's time. Spot on. You ain't seen nothing yet. I see a candle lit. It says, I need to be painfully honest. I acknowledge every person and group of people that stir up feelings of anger, envy, malice, and total disgust, and the combination thereof. With the light of this name, I have the power to drop the poisonous negative feelings that exist inside of me. Virgo, they want you to pay attention to how you are responding to other people about your spiritual work. This is about your spirituality. They want you to focus on it. But you cannot be allowing your feelings about how somebody else perceives the work to cause you to come into another vibration. But you need to do some protection work. I got some stuff on my website. You're so welcome, Curtis. Virgo, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get to some of y'all. Hold on, Virgo. Somebody trying to penetrate, because I can feel it. Somebody trying to penetrate your protection. And it has to do with somebody that has some type of feeling towards you. So I'm just telling you, up your stuff. This is your third card. Resh Aleph He. With this name as my compass. Talk to her. Talk to this Virgo right now. The path towards my spiritual house is illuminated. I have regained my bearings. Hear it again, Virgo. With every step I take and with every moment that passes, I feel comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. Virgo, you gonna have to get down with it and get that it off of you. Right here. As you progress in your spiritual path, you're going to be able to have more confidence, comfort, and a stronger sense of direction. Do not be distracted. It's time for you to go to the next level of conjure. Who's next? Thank you so much, Virgo. Anita, could you give me your zodiac sign, please? I did get your Cash App. No, thank you so much, Virgo. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. But get on that, baby. That's on the real. Don't slack on that. That came up really strong. Scorpio. Okay, I got you now. Appreciate it. Eternal Father, reveal that which is done in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. For Goe 26, Scorpio, Anita. Hear ye me as I call to thee. Show me that which is in the dark, bring it to the light. We got 20 more minutes, y'all. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. What is it that she needs to pay attention to? What is it that this Scorpio needs to pay attention to? What's in the dark, bring it to the light. What's in the dark, bring it to the light. Anita, I need you to be honest. Did you tell somebody you're going to beat their ass? Scorpio. All right, Anita. Don't be ashamed. I love you anyway. I whip some ass every now and then too. That's what I'm here. Here you go. This is your first card. Scorpio. Samek Aleph Lamed. I acknowledge the light of the Creator is the ultimate source of all prosperity and well-being. With this name, I summon the forces of prosperity, substance, and ask for the strength to keep my ego in check when other checks are rolling in. It's time to focus on your finances. This is what they're talking to me. Focus in on your finances. Focus in on your finances. There's some other people that got problems that's going on around you. This is why I'm hearing about some type of fight or some type of conflict. Right here it's talking about your prosperity. They want you to focus on you succeeding. Get your mind, get your vibration, because you're a Scorpio is a water sign, which means your frequency needs to be focused on you moving forward in your life. Drawing in prosperity. Then your second card is this one. It is Lamed Va Va. Lamed Va Va. Time to do spiritual work. Here it is right here. Using this name, I can activate direct dial to God. I take in the name, I dial. I connect with my truest prayers are answered at the speed of light. Let me explain something to you about your energy real quick so you have a better understanding where I'm coming from. When it talks about destiny, Scorpio is the house of occult spirituality, a house of transformation, a house of death, being reborn, the phoenix. You're ruled by not only Mars, but Pluto. This energy is talking about you changing your direction in your mind and talking about your prosperity. Then it's talking about you getting in contact and connection with your spirituality. Okay? Here's your third card. It's breakthrough time. This is your third card. I now focus my attention and meditation with total conviction and certainty on absolute demise of the angel of death. Didn't I just tell this lady didn't I just tell her about this energy? It is transformation time from coming out of this freaking poverty. You need to go on my website and get some of my money incense and some of my roll opener. But it's transformation time, sweetheart. That's why you need to pay attention to bringing an immediate change in your life through the element of water. That means frequency and vibration. That means concentrating on those things. All this other petty mess that's going on around you is irrelevant. You need to focus on getting your life in the position that is truly designed for you. Because your first card is talking about the ultimate source. The Bible said, cast your bread on the waters and not many days. That's a water element. This is about your money, your prosperity, and your success. Let's get with it, Anita. My incense is on, the incense I was talking about is this road opener. It's on my website. It's right in my bio. Click on my website, and it'll take you and go to the products. It's right in there. Get on this. Get on this, sweetie. Those of you guys that have not subscribed to my Patreon, let's get with it. We got 15 more minutes.
Miss Lady Pisces.
Lady who?
Miss Lady Pisces.
I'm not picking you guys. I'm letting my church administrator pick. He pulling somebody. Let me burn some more of this road opener. My Scorpio, please take care of that business for you. Not for me, for you. My lady. It's M-A. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be M-S? Okay. Miss Lady Pisces. I'm lighting some more of this road opener. Here we go. Miss Lady Pisces, what is it that this Pisces needs to know? Bring that which is in the dark, bring it to the light. You got less than 15 minutes. If you guys want a gift or cash app, what is being done in the dark that this Pisces, Miss Lady, needs to know? First thing, them ain't your friends. They are your associates. Pisces. What's in the dark that she needs to focus on? What is in the dark? Bring it to the light of my eyes. Bring it to the surface. Here we go, Pisces. Pisces, they need you to focus on, this is your first card. You're ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. Please pay attention to this because this is going to be important to you. Something about friendship. The first thing I was picking up, they say those are not her friends. Those are associates. Don't know what's going on in your life. Your first card is Yud Lamed. It said, I am no longer a prisoner of my past regrets, earlier traumas, pain, and suffering. I believe in miracles and the joy-filled future. I gain the courage to let go. Let go of everything, period. They want you to focus on letting stuff go. What does that mean? If they ain't for you, then you got to let them go. I'm going to ride with this. This is your second card, Pisces. Yud. I am the high priest in the temple of my own being. And through the power of this name, my soul is imbued with divine energy. Evil people, Pisces, talk to me. This is your second card. Evil people are banished from my presence. Your third card. And guess what? Let me say this. I can't make nobody do nothing. All I'm telling you, what I asked for to bring to the surface. What's in the dark, come to the light. Hey, Resh Chet. It said, I now establish an umbilical cord to the divine energy. This is talking about your spirituality. It is time for you to connect with your spiritual energy. Now, let me tell y'all something about Pisces. Pisces is a psychic energy. And Pisces are a type of people that pick up other people's energy, other people's emotional problem. And what you have allowed yourself to be is a garbage can. They are telling you to focus on that, get rid of that energy, and get back into who you are and what you're trying to do. You need to establish your connection, the light in your life, especially now that I am in a place of darkness. This is what they want you to focus on. Irving Middleton, post your zodiac sign. You sent a cash app. Post your zodiac sign. Irving Middleton. Post your zodiac sign. You're next up. Capricorn. All right. You all right, me, Capricorn? My North Node is in Capricorn. My church administrator Capricorn. And let him tell that Jesus was a Capricorn.
That's right.
Irving Middleton. What is in the dark that needs to be brought to the light for Irving Middleton? What is it that he needs to focus on? What is it? Bring it to the light. Irving Middleton. Bring it to the light of my eyes. What is it that they need to focus on? What is in the dark? Surface it. Bring it to the light. Here we go, Capricorn. Your first card, Irving, is this one. Yud Lamed Hey. Through meditation of this sequence and a genuine penitence in my heart, I can lessen or weaken judgments set forth against me. I meditate on forbearance and compassion to others. They want you to focus on, and I hate to say this because I normally teach people the opposite. There's something going on, opposition against you. This is talking about judgments against you. There's something going on, some resistance, some challenges, something is going on right now that is challenging you, that you need to take care of some things. Your second card is this. It's going to start telling the story in a second. Here you go. This don't lie, y'all. Your second card is purifying light banishes the unseen omnipotence forces and deactivate harmful influences that may be lurking nearby, especially those within side of me. Stress dissolves, pressures release, balance and positive energy permeates my being and my world. I'm gonna say this. I don't know who you dealing with, where you around, but it is some negative crap going on. And you got some opposition going on. But they want you to pay attention. So you need to do some reversal work. You need to do some protection work. You need to do something that, I don't even want to say road, because today I'm dealing with road opener. You need to do a cleansing, and you need to do a reversal, and you need to do protection. You need to do Psalm 91, Psalm 59. Irving, it's something serious. This is your third card, bro. You need to get up on this. I do my own spiritual work. If you want to know what I practice, go on my website. I'm going to say this again. I am deeply, deeply rooted in African traditions. Okay? This is your last card. My eyes and hearts remain focused on the end goal at all times. I awaken the persistence and passion to never, and that means never, to settle for less. You need, Irving, you need to be a persistent. Capricorn is about ambition. You need to tap into that energy. You need to tap into that energy, and as that mountain goat, climb over these bastards. Use your energy to climb over this. I know you didn't mean no disrespect. I didn't take it as none. Okay? Just inbox me or send me a message. Okay? Irving, you need to climb over this. Get with this. And thank you, Anita, for buying the road open on the website. Okay? Hey, y'all, listen to me. I'm Sagittarian. I'm a people person. A lot of times y'all don't realize this thing be going so fast and this stuff be going up and down. I don't always see. So I'm not easily bothered. All right, Brother Mario. I got 5 minutes. Give me one more. 5 minutes. Will there be another? Will there be another? 5 minutes. Cancer. Arthur. All right. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. What is it that this Cancer needs to know? What attention do you want this Cancer to pay attention to? Where does the focus of this Cancer needs to go? Arthur.
We'll do one more after that. Do Kiki.
Do Kiki after this? Okay.
Yeah.
Hear ye my words as I call to thee. Ooh, Cancer. Arthur. Arthur. I can't go live right now, Connie, because I'm about to get off. Arthur, the Cancer. What is it that this Cancer needs to know? What is it this Cancer needs to know? What's in the dark, bring it to the light. What's in the dark, bring it to the light. What's in the dark, bring it to the light. Ooh. Arthur, what's really going on? Y'all see this, what's going on with these cards, right? What's in the dark, bring it to the light for Arthur, this Cancer. All right, here we go, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, this is your first card. What they want you to pay attention to is this is your first card. It's that I recall negative deeds from my past. Y'all know this, Cancer, right? I reflect, water sign, on some of my more unpleasant traits. I feel the pain that I have caused others. I ask the light to eradicate all my negative attributes. The force called repentance spiritually repairs my past sins and diminishes the dark side of my nature. Time to deal with your dark side, Cancer. Your second card is this one. Hey Resh Chet. I now establish an umbilical cord to the divine energy, ensuring the constant glimmer of light in my life, especially now when I am in a place of darkness. That's your second card. You're on the dark side of Cancer, you're on your dark moon. This is your third card. They're all consistent. You need to do a cleansing. Go on my website, get a cleansing, and road opener. But this is your third card. Let me finish reading this. Resh Yud Yud. I need to be painfully honest. I acknowledge every person and group of people that stir up feelings of anger, envy, malice, total disgust, or any combination thereof. With the light of this name, I have the power to drop the poisonous negative feelings that exist inside of me. Time to get some cleansing going on with this Cancer. All right. Lakeith Gemini. What's in the dark? Bring it to the light of my eyes. What is it that Lakeith Gemini needs to know? What's in the dark? Bring it to the light. What's in the dark? Bring it to the light. You said my other cards are coming Sunday. What's in the dark? Bring it to the light. What is in the dark? What is it that Lakeith Gemini needs to know? What's in the dark? Bring it to the light. What's in the dark? Bring it to the light. Here we go. This is your first card. This is what they want you to focus on. Yud, Lamed, Yud. Shards of light are drawn out of destructive entities that reside in my being. Their life force is cut off. I am replenished with divine energy. Life grows brighter each and every day as billions of sacred sparks return to my soul. They want you to cut on a... You got to be 18 years or older. They want you to cut a bitch off. You are casting out. They want you to focus on getting rid of any darkness, anything negative that is messing with the light that's in your life. Now watch this. This is your second card. Lamed Kuf Bet. I am endowed with the power to conclude everything I begin, especially tasks and goals of a spiritual nature. Y'all know this ain't this reading her right here. See that? That's your... Once you get rid of that other stuff going on, disconnect yourself from that and get in your spiritual stuff, your goals and tasks shall be fulfilled. And this is your third card. Ayin Lamed Mem. I am now switching off the destructive thoughts that emanate from my ego, and in the space that I have opened, a gentle radiance of light appears. Get over self and what you want and who you want around you, and let God bring in what he wants. What you been doing? Last Cash App. All right, we're gonna do this last one. T Capricorn. I will be on tomorrow in the evening. We're gonna do this last one. T Capricorn. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Here we go. What's in the dark? Bring it to the light. What is it that this Capricorn needs to know? Show me what is in the dark. Bring it to the light. What is in the dark that this Capricorn needs to know? Reveal it to me. Bring it to the light of my eyes. You're so very welcome. Appreciate you. Hear ye me as I call to thee. This Capricorn. What is it that this Capricorn needs to know? I normally don't tell people this, but things are about to get better. Capricorn. This is your first card. Using this letter, the sequence of letters, the energy of my soulmate is aroused in my being. I now attract the other half of my soul. All of my existing relationships are deeply enriched, imbued with soul energy. This is talking about you need to concentrate on the other side of you. You're only dealing with partial of who you are. You need to become whole. Soulmates are not just talking about partnerships, because that's what Capricorn is about. I use, and partnerships with a Capricorn is about benefits. Once you become whole about what you want and where you're going, this right here is telling me that you will be able to accomplish this. You know why? Where I get that from? That when you become whole, the other half will attract what you need. That's earth element. Your second card is right here. Aleph Lamed Dalet. It said, my own potential. Didn't I just say this? Didn't I just tell you this? It says, my own potential casts out the evil eye at others to diminish. A shield of protective energy surrounds me, providing protection from negative glances, looks of envy, and mean-spirited intentions of others. Things for to get better, didn't I tell you? But let me say this. I say it's going to get better, but you must make this correction. Bring all of you in. Focus on that. Your ambition, your goals. This is your third card. T, Capricorn. Raise a left head. With this name as my compass, my path towards my spiritual home is illuminated. I regain my bearings. It's speaking to you. Please do what I'm asking you to do. This will get better and better and better for you. I told you. Anyway, let's go on. With every step I take, every climb, with every moment that passes, I feel comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. Capricorn, follow your goals. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you that stayed in and then didn't just come in for the read, but they came in to understand you got to stop glamorizing poverty. You cannot do better if you keep glamorizing your state. Spot on, thanks. No, thank you. I appreciate y'all honesty. Because some people be coming here trying to lie to me and I call them out for it. I want you guys to go onto my YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my Patreon, please do. It's only $5 a month. You can donate more than that, but at the very least $5. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for coming into my Bible study. Those that have not subscribed, please, once again, it ain't gonna hurt you. It's only gonna help you. Some of those that have saw my videos, I'm taking. Thank you. Appreciate it. I want you guys, how do I burn the incense? I have videos and tutelage. If you have not subscribed to my Patreon, I have information in that, but I do teach how to utilize my incense, so I don't leave you out there, okay? So just make sure you keep up with my videos, and I'll make sure once you subscribe to my Patreon, I can send you personal information, okay? It's only $5 a month. All right. Let's see if anything. I appreciate each one of you guys. Thank you, my Cancer, my Gemini, my Capricorn, my Aries, my Geminis. Yes, I have. Yes. If you listen to that video, it'll give you some understanding. If you don't understand some of my videos, subscribe to my Patreon and ask me those questions. I can give you personal information. When I drop in there, we building that up. I started about 2 days ago, I think. Maybe a day, or was it a day ago? Wherever. I recently started, so it's building up. So you're able to contact me through that, all right? I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. God bless you.